Hey guys, welcome back to Max Soulstorm over Unification. Today I have another sneak peek for you for 7.0, but it is not a new faction or anything, nothing like a big of new units, but it's a kind of a rework of a part of the Inquisition path for the Demon Hunters. So you see me playing Demon Hunters going for the Inquisition, and I play against Witch Hunters, and then Chaos Demons, and another Demon Hunter player, or AI that is. And I made it so because it is a little rework for the radical path you could think of, like the if you go for demon hosts. This is now more proper a path to choose. Before it was more or less a little special thing you could go for, but would gate you out of late game because you cannot get any Grey Knights. So this now makes a little up for the fact that you cannot go Grey Knights. They will still not follow you. You cannot still reinforce them and buy them if you go radical, but you have more tools. I will go over the tools probably now. Firstly, the idea, the opener is like I go my quote-unquote standard opener with bodyguards, 2 stormtroopers into a advanced weaponry, also a generator here. And then later I will include the Inquisitor Lord. The Inquisitor Lord in tier 2 can create demon hosts, and yes, they are in a sense a little reworked. You can still only get like 5, I think, and you can get lesser, you can get greater demon hosts and rogue demon hosts. Rogue demon hosts got changed a bit. You can no longer delete them yourself. They will stay alive for a certain amount of time, and then they will expire, and if they die they give a big explosion, something we will not see here in this particular game. But I had another game for making this video which sadly crashed in the end, where I had a demon host explode next to my scholars and they were nowhere to be seen. So if you have a rogue demon host, it's a very big drawback now. In this game I get a little more lucky with my RNG. So yes, you still have that, and but you now get some upgrades. You can get them for them, which makes your Inquisitor Lord more akin to the demonic side, which is totally forgivable, right? And yeah, there are a total of 4 upgrades, 3 of which are in tier 2 and 1 is in tier 3, where you can increase the limit of demon hosts you can get from 5 to 6 to 7, and have the chance to summon in a special lore character, Cherubel, which is a special demon host, I guess. I'm not very fond of the lore, but yeah, Cherubel is finally in the mod. The chance is not very high, but here, if you get him, he does not count towards the 7 limit, so you can get him additionally if you get lucky. Some smaller abilities changed for the less demon hosts as well. The lesser do not get the fear ability if they got it earlier. I'm not sure how it's in the public version right now. And yeah, the demon hosts are always enabled. It's now a real part, you could think of the half of an extra part, so you have like 2.5 ways of playing the demon hunters. They are now fully integrated the radical way. So also the 2 heroes, Astra, I forgot the name, and also Sabatiel are now fully part of the Demon Hunter roster. Sabatiel, you saw it maybe in the Death showcase. Now has also a little follower. We will see it in this video as well. Yeah, but for now I'm standing here getting now my Inquisitor Lord Inquisitor, have my few units here in the middle and try to hold my point here. So I have the upper part, I have my own base, and then I have the middle, so I have the superior economy out of probably all the fellows around. So this is good. And then I will need to go to tier 2 and add a librarian, because you need a librarian to summon demon hosts. Because they are more powerful now, and also part of the base balance, the little acolyte, not this warrior acolyte here, but the acolyte you can build in tier 2, which will sacrifice himself for the greater good. No, it's not the greater good, for the banishment of other demons. It got a little more expensive, and by a little I mean by quite a lot, because demon hosts are very strong, so you need to pay for them. There you need to have some special, let's say you need to have the Inquisitor Lord around to summon them and stuff, but in the end they are very strong units that can also heal themselves with the re-knit ability. So if you are good in micro, you can make very good use of them. So their drawback is that they are now more expensive. It's 150 requisition, 150 power at this current moment, but yeah, it's all beta. It may or may not change until the final release. Some stormtroopers kicking Inquisitor Lord, good luck. It's my stormtroopers that get absolutely annihilated. Where's my Inquisitor Lord actually? He is just coming over here killing some scholars now. Let's go. So if you go to build your sanctuary, your librarium, not sanctuary, your librarium will work overtime because they have all the upgrades, all the units you want to get. And as you do not get Grey Knights, you want to double down on your stormtrooper upgrades and everything to make them worthwhile. So these bodyguards really wanted to die, I guess. Jesus Christ. So the theme for this video is of course that I go radical and those demon hunters be like, oh no, we have a radical guy, we need to make short work of him, and also that the witch hunters sense some heresy here and come in, and then we have of course the demons that are allured by the demon host summoning. We also see now some of the new improved, we have a new model for the warp signature here and a demon claw obelisk that shoots, it looks different and shoots different stuff. You saw Lacto, I think is his name, in the dev showcase as well. So we, the byproduct of this, that we see some of the more upcoming FX for the Chaos Demons as well. Look at this bolts firing, really nice. Oh. Boom. I like it a lot. I like also the new warp signature structure. This looks like the altars that the cultists of Chaos can build in Dawn of War 2, I think. A lot more demons dying here, left, right and center. And there comes the first Oblationist Acolyte. Also getting a little purification decree here, and yes, and I get the weapon upgrades. And do I get an upgrade here? Not yet, but we will see some upgrades over here for like demons and stuff. And yeah, in the beginning the chance for rogue demon hosts is relatively high. With the more and more upgrades, the chances for getting rogue demon hosts go lower to even not like 0 later on. And the chances to summon greater demon hosts will increase. And then in tier 3 with the upgrade you can then also get Cherubel. And I got really lucky. I got a greater demon host on my first summoning. You will notice that the HP compared to what they were in the current version is dropped down, as they are now part of the base balance. You need to make sure that they are not totally overpowered. They have demon armor high, so if you get one very early like this, which is all by chance, it can be quite a struggle for the opponent to deal with. But as I said, you lock yourself out of late game, you will not go much farther than tier 3. And here's also the new weapon, the Weapon. No real damage, but envelops the enemy in a cloud of webbing, slowing them down. The slow is quite big right now. We will see if it will stay this high in the release. You can see here 2 weapons slowing him down quite significantly. But it's only on this one squad. And only like 2 weapons, limited at 2. So there, you cannot web more than one entity, that is. So we have now another obelisk, getting some targeters, some melted bombs on this librarium. Do I get a weaponsmith, and then it's the demon host mastery. And the first upgrades are relatively inexpensive, but they increase in price quite a lot. And you saw the first one also decreases the chance of summoning a rogue demon host. And I got a lesser demons. The lesser demons are ranged and melee, and I think the greater demons are more or less melee only. They seem to also have a ranged attack. They can also teleport here, and I see the purification decree, and I want to focus it down for obvious reasons. So yeah, first of all I kill my demon hunter friend, which accused me of being not loyal to the Emperor. Just because I summon demon hosts, I am still loyal to the Emperor, right? So is this the upgrade or is this even more? First upgrade, then getting some scholars, getting some more upgrades over here, another acolyte. You're basically building acolytes after acolyte after acolyte, so you're limited in the production of those, of course, because you want you could park in theory your Inquisitor next to HQ and then do the summoning, but you want to have your Inquisitor at the front as well. Later on he gets a little more powerful when next to the I think we're next to the demon house. At least at some point he gets so possessed by the demons that he cannot heal without being near a demon house, and the last upgrade also decreases his maximum HP, so he falls a bit to chaos here, to the demons. He also gets an ability, demonic strength, with one upgrade. Again, now the medipacks, which now really work for all units. That it's in the UCS there were a little bug that got to be fixed. So the HP and morale, it states in the tool, in the UCS, in the tooltip will work now. So it's like a buff because it's a fix for the Inquisition path. Also a little thing you might notice here, that there are reinforcement cost is slightly lower. All these little things help the Inquisition path to be more competitive. You can also now get 2 weapon servitors, for example, and you can, their melters have a little longer range, just to name a few. Now we have these Greater Demon hosts sprinting around, trying to get this repressor here, more acolytes coming around, upgrading my listen post, so I can afford all the stuff. It's not cheap. I'm not sure how the timings would be in a real game, in a real PvP game, because I think they would be a lot slower with all the upgrades. You need a hell of a lot of upgrades to make this work, so you will stay in tier 2 for quite a while, and also the constant productions of these acolytes will also drain your power quite a bit. So this is a game against AI where I got all the economy in the world in the beginning, so do not take the timings you see here for granted that you can make it in another game. You can get your first demon host relatively quick if you get your economy lined up to it, but getting the first demon host is a very dangerous procedure. You can get lucky, get a greater demon host, most likely you get a lesser demon host, but you can also get a rogue demon host, which will screw your game quite a bit. It's like a little bit of playing roulette in that sense. You can, if you delay your demon host summoning by a bit by getting the upgrades first, the timing gets later, but it gets more stable in the sense that you are less likely to summon a rogue demon host, and in the end even summon no demon host, rogue demon host in the end. So it's your choice. It fits quite well in the radical path. You play with fire, you play with the chaos, you play with demons, so you may or may not pay for it. In this game, as I said, I got really lucky getting now even 2 greater demon hosts that early. I have now 4. I can summon 1 more, but then to have my limit of 5, then I would need to go to tier 3, which is started right now, to be able to summon more. Get now the Wrath of the Emperor and all the upgrades on my Inquisitor Lord, because he is quite buff, and I want him to stay that way. Pew pew pew. So you can tell us how you like the now 2.5 path of the Inquisition. I like it a lot because the Inquisition path is so good, and if you play it from the gameplay and theme standpoint, I like it a lot. And if you go for Inquisition, if you want to play it optimal, you most of the time are quote-unquote rushing to the Grey Knights, and then it feels like I could also play Grey Knights, So this gives you another option. Instead of going for Grey Knights, you can go the radical path, which is, as I said, now a viable path to take, and now part of the base game without being an Easter egg anymore. I haven't yet summoned Cherubel in a game. I need to probably go to dev mode and click a lot of summons to summon this fellow to see how good he is. lesser demons now standing here. The Weapon is really doing overtime now, slowing those guys. He is his name, doing his name right. You would pay for DPS though. The two guys having the Weapon will not deal significant damage anymore, but the rest of the units will still will. Now going for the Chaos Demons base, and there's a lot of Inquisition and the Witch Hunters also over here. Now having auto Heretics, the Nephilim Jetfighter. The Nephilim Jetfighter you see will take down these Lesser Demon hosts very quickly. Lesser Demon hosts have Demon Armor Met, for example. Now I'm tier 3 and getting all the upgrades, but also is this the final upgrade here? No, I get Inquisitor Astor Sabatiel. As I said before, there's also the Inquisitor Atras. I'm sorry with the names, the one that has Helm of the Witches and everything. The Sabatiel also gets now her sidekick. I call it your Caro Weaponsmith, which enables 2 abilities on her. She has this better lightning arc ability, which she already had, but she now gets 2 abilities with this guy over here, the Ape. The Ape gives her 1 ability which increases her defense for a while, and another ability which increases the damage of an target squad for a certain amount of time. You see here the Ape isn't like the most tankiest of lead. A little minor bug here that will probably be fixed. It will be fixed before release. I saw it here the first time in the actual game. I didn't saw it. Yeah, you see now the shield gives her increased damage protection, which is very useful in a melee hero, you know. And that, oh, poor monkey. F in the chat for this monkey. He will be remembered until I get another one, I guess. there he goes again. But you know what I mean. Lehman Russ coming out, so going all out Inquisition here. At some point I will add also some, what are they called again? Nephilim, no, not Nephilim jet fighters. These other fighter jets, Nephilim jet fighters coming in, doing quite a lot of damage because I do not have a lot of anti-vehicle here. In saying that, it just explodes. You can also now spot some of the nerfs to Witch Hunters if you are very, if you look good, if you have a good eye, you can see some of the minor. There are a lot of nerfs for Witch Hunters because they're still one of the strongest factions out there, and not a lot of people play them because of that. This is very strong. Yeah, a lot of people like to play them, but they feel a little too strong. There is the doggo. Not one, there's 2 doggos actually. Let's go. There are new units for the Witch Hunters that can be attached to squads. They have detection, and yeah, this is like really sad seeing these dogs die. We have now apes dying and dogs dying. What is this? Where's Peter? And there we have it. What was the name again? Stormhawk Interceptor, of course. So yeah, a lot of Demon Hosts, a lot of Inquisition, and yeah, in tier 4 the only thing more or less you can get are the Land Raider, and of course then the tier 2 Titan. But to go to tier 4 you would need to get a Grey Knight teleporter that is more only a tech building, doesn't provide you any units anymore. So as I said, you change your tech progression to be stronger earlier but weaker later, in the sense. I like the repressor standing there inside this. Yeah, you get stronger early but weaker later. That's the trade-off, basically, the idea of the trade-off. And I like it a lot. Before, as I said earlier, the Demon Hosts were more or less a gimmick, but now they can be really viable. The ape survives this time, but Sabatiel dies. I think you can reinforce her. Yeah, you can. Both dying in the end. F and chat for the poor little animals here. But yeah, I think this is it. If you have any notes, if you like it, if you do not like it, you can tell as well. Yeah, but I think with this I will end this video here and say, as the usual guys, thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.